This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 1674. What is good nutrition? And how to add more protein to your diet, both by Vania Hau with freefromfitness.ca. And I'm Dr. Neil, your host and narrator. Hey there, welcome to another Saturday edition of Optimal Health Daily. Remember, this is just one of a bunch of podcasts where we read to you from blogs for free so that you don't have to read them yourself. Except on Fridays, that's where I usually answer your questions. Now, to check out our other shows, just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. Now today, I have two shorter posts that I'm going to read to you. Whenever posts are a bit on the shorter side, we like to combine them. So with that, let's get right to both posts and start optimizing your life. What is good nutrition? By Vania Hau with freeformfitness.ca. In a time with an abundance of labels and new trends, it can be hard to know what good nutrition means. Despite what you may have heard from an Instagram influencer or TikTok video, there's no single type of diet that's best for everyone. Everyone has different needs based on factors such as age, weight, activity level, and current health status. There are, however, basic nutritional requirements for a healthy diet. Macronutrients. Carbohydrates are needed to supply energy to cells in the nervous system and blood. Muscles also get most of their energy from carbohydrates during high-intensity exercise. Carbohydrates would be things like whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. And these should make up anywhere from 45 to 65% of our total daily calories. Proteins are needed to form muscle and bones, as well as parts of the blood, enzymes, and some hormones. Protein can also be a source of energy. Meat, fish, poultry, eggs, dairy products, legumes, and nuts are some examples of proteins. Daily intake should be about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram body weight. Fats help insulate the body and support the organs. Fats also help the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins. During rest and light physical activity, fat is the main fuel source for the body. Animal products, fish, nuts, and seeds would be sources of fat. About 20 to 35% of our total daily calories should come from fat, and most of these should come mostly from unsaturated fats. Micronutrients. Vitamins are critical for regulating processes within the body's cells, including utilizing energy from macronutrients. Examples of vitamins would be vitamin C, B12, and vitamin A. Minerals are important for regulating functions of the body, growth, and maintenance of tissues, and can also help utilize energy. Examples of minerals would include calcium, iron, and magnesium. Health Canada's dietary reference intakes are recommended intake levels for each micronutrient that vary by gender and age group. Most westernized countries have their own sets of dietary reference intakes, but they are all fairly similar. Water. The body is composed of 50 to 60% water. Water is often overlooked as part of healthy nutrition. However, it has many functions including helping with digestion and absorption of foods, regulating body temperature, and making up blood and other fluids in the body. Recommendations are set by age group and also vary with activity level. Those that identify as male need to consume about 3.7 liters a day, with 3 liters coming from beverages. Those that identify as female need about 2.7 liters a day, with about 2.2 liters coming from beverages. Good nutrition does not have to be complicated, and it does not mean only one type of diet. Following the set recommendations and choosing whole foods like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and animal or plant proteins will lead to a balanced diet, including all essential nutrients. If you have more specific goals, such as losing body fat or gaining muscle, you can modify your diet accordingly. Now, I have another post coming up in just a second, but first, right now, hiring is challenging. It's time for a hiring partner that can help you rise to the challenge. That's Indeed. Indeed partners with you on every step of the hiring process. Find great talent through time-saving tools like Indeed Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. With Instant Match, as soon as you sponsor a post, you get a short list of quality candidates with resumes on Indeed that match your job description, and you can invite them to apply right away. Plus, you only pay for quality applications that meet your must-have requirements. I love that Indeed makes hiring all in one place so easy. Indeed helps you see your top talent's abilities faster with 135 assessment tests. Start hiring right now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/health. Offer valid through March 31st. Go to Indeed.com/health to claim your $75 credit before March 31st. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. How to Add More Protein to Your Diet by Vania Hau with freeformfitness.ca. Why is protein important, and how much do you need? Protein is a macronutrient needed to form muscles and bones, as well as parts of the blood, enzymes, and some hormones. The average adult needs 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per kilogram body weight each day. Someone who is more active or looking to gain muscle through resistance training may increase their protein up to 1.2 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram body weight per day. Sources of protein: meat, fish, poultry, eggs, dairy products, legumes, and nuts are all sources of protein. Proteins are made up of amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids, meaning these amino acids must be consumed in the diet, and 11 amino acids which can be produced by the body. Sources of protein are considered complete if they have all 9 essential amino acids in sufficient amounts, and incomplete if they do not. All meat and animal-based foods contain all 9 essential amino acids and are considered complete proteins. The few plant-based foods that are complete proteins include quinoa, soy, buckwheat, and pumpkin seeds. Individuals who follow a vegetarian or vegan diet should make sure that they are including a variety of plant-based protein sources throughout the day to ensure that they get all essential amino acids in sufficient amounts. Combining incomplete proteins can be done to form complete proteins. For example, combining brown rice with legumes like beans for a meal. Eating nuts for a snack and eating beans at dinner is also a good way to combine incomplete proteins, since they don't have to be combined at one meal, just throughout the day. Incorporating protein in meals and snacks. Here are some examples. Half cup of Greek yogurt has about 10 grams of protein. This can be eaten with fruit and granola or added to a smoothie. 90 grams of meat, poultry, or fish contain about 20 to 27 grams of protein. These can be eaten with a serving of whole grains and vegetables. A quarter block or about 90 grams of tofu contains about 7 grams of protein. This can be added to stir fry with vegetables. 1 cup of cooked beans contains about 15 to 19 grams of protein. These can be added to chili and served with a whole grain like brown rice, or added to tacos made with whole wheat flour or corn to make a complete protein. And 1 ounce of almonds, which would be about 23 almonds, contain about 6 grams of protein. These can be eaten alone, on top of yogurt, or on top of oatmeal. Protein supplements. Protein supplements are not a necessary part of a healthy diet if you're able to get adequate protein from food sources. However, if your goal is to gain muscle and you have difficulty getting more protein in your diet, a whey protein powder or a combined pea and brown rice protein powder are options that both have about 20 to 25 grams per serving and are complete sources of protein. It's important to be aware of added sugars and flavors in protein powders. Eating whole foods is best when possible, and when choosing a protein supplement, less ingredients is better. You just listened to the posts titled, "What is Good Nutrition?" and "How to Add More Protein to Your Diet," both by Vania Hau with freeformfitness.ca. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I want to talk a little bit more about protein supplements. We do have to be careful when it comes to choosing which protein supplement may be best for us. Studies have found that there are issues with the quality and purity of some of these products. In fact, some have estimated that about 30% of these products contain hidden, banned substances in them, like anabolic steroids. So imagine you've got 10 random protein supplements made by different manufacturers in your shopping cart. According to these estimates, 3 of those 10 may have banned, potentially harmful substances in them. So it's important to do your research and look for quality products before buying. I've mentioned this before, but one of my favorite resources to check for the quality and purity of any supplement, protein or vitamin or mineral supplements, whatever, is consumerlab.com. Or at the very least, look for a USP or NSF symbol on the packaging. Those symbols mean the product has been independently tested for quality and purity. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber of the show. Thank you for sharing the show with someone. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.